Reject self-congratulation, refusing to be a perfect villain.
Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to today's wonderful Dharma sharing. Chapter 1. You think you're practicing, but you might just be a villain. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that might make any practitioner break into a cold sweat. Let's look at a key teaching from the Maharatnakuta Sutra. One who seeks the faults of others is not practicing in accordance with the Dharma. What does this mean? Simply put, if you spend your days staring at other people's flaws, not only are you failing to practice, but you are also doing the foolishest thing in the world. Many people resist this, saying, I see that person being lazy. I see them breaking rules. I see them leaving a mess. Isn't that just the truth? How is there fault finding? I'm just telling it like it is. Master gives us a deafening wake-up call here. The merits or flaws of others have nothing to do with you. What is practice? If you break down the Chinese terms, it means modifying one's own erroneous actions, acts of body, speech, and mind. The nature of an ordinary being is to see the faults of others. If you don't correct this habit, no matter how much surface merit you accumulate, it isn't true practice. Master Yongjil once said, just wash the soiled clothes in your own lap. Who has time to brag about their diligence to others? If your mind is constantly ruminating on where others are wrong or failing, you are conducting a terrifying physical experiment. You are molding yourself into a perfect villain. Why? Because the law of the mind is you get what you think about. Whatever you say about others eventually manifests in you. By using your eyes and mouth to collect and hoard all the flaws, mistakes, bad luck, on pain of everyone in the world, aren't you becoming a villain who embodies all evil deeds? Lugging everyone else's trash bag to your own home, if that isn't foolish, what is? Chapter 2. Life is a circle game. Plant one seed, reap a harvest. To help us understand the mechanics of body, speech, and mind, Master presents a powerful visual model, the law of the circle. Imagine a circle in your mind made of infinite dots. This circle is the trajectory of your life. You are standing on one of those dots right now. When you take a step forward, you consume a dot, representing the ripening of a past karmic result. But as you experience that result, your body, speech, and mind are active again. You are planting a new seed. For example, the moment a thought about someone else's fault pops into your head, if you correct it immediately, you plant a seed of rejoicing in merit. As you keep walking this circle, you experience one result while planting one new, virtuous cause. If you complete the loop this way, the fruit of your entire life becomes virtuous merit. Conversely, if all your eyes see and all your mouth speaks are the faults of others, by the time you return to your starting point, you will face a mountain of disasters that you planted yourself. This is why many feel their lives are full of obstacles and misfortune. You have been circling for faults. Every step you take, you are laying a trap for your future self. If you call others stupid or incompetent, those words will land on your own head. Even jokes will manifest in your reality. As told in the first chapter of the Karma Sataka, the 100 Karma Sutra, a person who mocked another as a bitch ended up being reborn as a female dog for many lifetimes. This is the starting point of practice. Ordinary beings spin a circle of suffering. Practitioners spin a circle of merit. The moment a perception that someone's fault arises, you must modify it instantly. See only the merit, not the flaw. Chapter 3. Practical application, transforming destiny through virtue. Someone might ask, Master, what if I just can't stop myself from seeing people's flaws? Master says, this is where you practice the skill of the pivot. When a negative thought arises, pivot immediately. Mental pivot, think, I get what I see. To prevent trash from piling up in my mind, pivot the thought instantly. Speech action, since the mouth can't stay still, use it to loudly praise the merits of others. Rejoicing in merit. If you truly can't find the merit in a specific person, then rejoice in the good deeds of all sentient beings, or the infinite merits of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You don't need to overthink it. Even if you clumsily or blindly praise others, it works. It's like someone who wins the lottery by accident. As long as the seed is planted, the fruit will grow. By modifying that negative thought into praise, you have planted a good seed on that dot of your life's circle. How did Shakyamuni Buddha achieve enlightenment so quickly? He once stood on one leg to praise the virtues of the Buddha, to keep his mind from wandering, surpassing eons of cultivation in an instant. We must have that same drive. Do not allow evil to be created through body or speech. The second an ill thought enters the mind, pivot it into praise. You can think and speak freely because you are sculpting your own destiny. Chapter 4. The tragic cost of the 500 bodhisattvas. The trap of pride and self-harm. The 500 bodhisattvas mentioned in the sutra are a tragic example of this law of the circle. These were original bodhisattvas. Some were strict in precepts. Some were foremost in learning. Others practiced asceticism. Why did they fall into hell to suffer? And even after their release, remain dull-witted and lose their mindfulness. The sutra mentions two types of people who fell into the same trap, called jifa, self, conceit, and self-destruction. Type 1, those who rely on their vast learning and pure precepts. They become intellectually superior and precept pure. And then they start admiring themselves. This is conceit. This leads to arrogance and negligence. They start finding everyone else repulsive and seeing only others' faults. This is fa. They are destroying their own merit and dragging the bad luck of others onto themselves. Type 2, those who practice asceticism and few desires. They achieve a state of contentment, but then become attached to that very merit. Master says that few desires is a tool to break greed, but it is only a stage. It's like taking a boat to cross a river. Once you reach the shore, you must leave the boat to continue the journey. These bodhisattvas gripped the boat so tightly they couldn't move. This is also fa, cutting off your own path to the ultimate goal. Because these 500 bodhisattvas did not understand the variations of karmic retribution, they turned themselves into counterfeit practitioners. They thought they were practicing, but they were actually using their merits to harm themselves. Chapter 5. Becoming a true practitioner. Master concludes with a heartfelt reminder, destiny is in your hands. Practice isn't for show, and it's certainly not for policing others. A practitioner has no business managing anyone else. Manage yourself first. As long as you firmly modify the erroneous behaviors of your own body, speech, and mind, you are a true practitioner. When you see the full facade of others popping up, don't be afraid. It pops up because of your old habits. Just modify them one by one as they arise. Imagine that circle. Keep walking. And with every step, change evil causes into rejoicing in merit. By the time you complete the circle, if all you have planted are the merits of others and the merits of the Buddhas, you are no longer a villain filled with the world's trash. You are a complete person of merit. At that point, your roots of virtue will be mature, and the power of the Tathagata power that fills the void and permeates the Dharma realm will manifest. The Buddha will directly help you shave away the remaining obstacles. You won't even need to walk anymore. You'll be carried straight to the shore of liberation. This isn't a fairy tale as long as your receiver virtuous reads is ready. The Tathagata's signal is always active. Thank you for listening to this episode of Wonderful Dharma Sharing, brought to you by the Buddha Practice Association of Australia. May we all learn to praise others anytime, anywhere within the circle of destiny. Practice with clarity, and bid a final farewell to the habit of fault finding. Be a true practitioner. See you next time.